Oh, God, he's back. You never know where this conversation is going to go, which makes it fun, which makes it compelling, just like his YouTube channel is. YouTube.com/that'srank. It's all about food, the weirdest foods in the most wonderful way. Hey, Chris Father Gil Brown.
Hello, John. We're not going to get too weird today, I don't think, because Monday was actually the annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, a tradition that's been held on the 4th of July for decades now and is broadcast nationally on ESPN. And I'm assuming that you didn't miss a second of the exciting action this past
I
Monday.
live for it. The Grey Cup, the Stanley Cup, the Super Bowl, World Series, and hot dog eating championships.
Oh, yeah, Joey Chestnut right here. So, I don't know about you. I can eat about 2 Nathan's hot dogs these days because I've taken great care to eat smaller portions over the last 6 years. But in my younger days, I'm certain I could have put back probably a dozen before tapping out.
Oh, God.
Now, of course, longtime champion Joey Chestnut has been setting records for the last 15 years, currently sitting in the high 70s within 10 minutes or so.
Seriously? 70 hot dogs?
Yeah, he's up around the 76, 77 number. I'd have to go back to confirm what he finished this last Monday, but the man's crazy.
Ugh.
So, Food Theory on YouTube actually looked at the science of this to try to estimate the maximum number of hot dogs any one person could actually consume within 10 minutes, and they finally settled on about 87, assuming you were the height and size of an NBA player and had stretched your stomach muscle out so hard with training to be about 3 times the size of where it would have started as an adult. Now, I've got no desire to compete with those guys because personally, I love hot dogs, but more importantly, I love savoring hot dogs. The way they do it, John, is they dip it in water to ensure that they can get it down their throat as fast as possible. So you're eating like literally a soggy bunned hot. There's no toppings or anything. You're not savoring it. You're just.
Oh, it's not just the wiener. They eat the bun too. Yes.
They have to eat the bun, and the water is what helps get it down because you need saliva to push food. You can't eat a dry hot dog that quickly. Even the flavor of it, that idea disturbs me.
It all makes no sense.
It doesn't, but I want to focus on the beauty that is the hot dog. And I'm going to put you on the spot right now because your adoring public demands it. How do you top your dog, John?
I am a mustard, ketchup, relish, onion kind of guy.
You're very Canadian in that regard. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, since we're in a week of celebrating all things dog, let me share with you some of the most popular styles from around North America for hot dogs. And I will start in Canada, and this is the style that you and I are most familiar with because you literally just talked me through it, which is the steamed hot dog. So steamies were popular on the streets of Montreal, with both the dog and the bun being steamed, and then it's generally just topped with ketchup, mustard, maybe some relish, and c'est bon. But if you head south to New York City, one of my favorite condiments finds its way on as the centerpiece, which is the brown mustard. So usually street cart vendors sell what's known as dirty water dogs, hot dogs boiled in water directly in the carts, and then they're topped with the brown mustard and sauerkraut. If you ask for ketchup, you might actually become a victim of street crime, so do not get cute, John.
Seriously?
Well, I don't know that they'll actually do anything, but yeah.
Yeah, put ketchup on a hot dog there without being poo-pooed?
They're definitely going to raise an eyebrow at you and wonder where you're from.
Ooh,
yep.
No idea.
Go a little bit further south to Jersey, and it really does start to get weird at this point, because they have something called the Ripper, named as such because the hot dog is actually deep fried, and then it usually splits open or rips while it's in the hot oil.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's served in thick pizza bread and topped with sauteed peppers, onions, and potatoes. I can see you thinking it over. Nothing gross is on it.
No, but no, it's not gross. I'm just trying to figure out the flavor that you get from that. Okay.
A lot of carbs going on in that thing.
There is that.
Yeah. One of the best dogs I've ever had actually comes from a place called Ben's Chili Bowl in Washington, D.C., which is a very, very famous spot. He who will not be named, Bill Cosby, was a huge fan and supporter of the spot going back to the 1950s. But replacing him, President Obama was known to stop in while he was in power as well. And just to give you an idea of how popular it is, when former Mayor Marion Barry traveled to Ghana, the mayor of Accra said, "Glad to have you here. Is Ben's Chili Bowl still open?" So it's a world famous.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What Ben's does is something called the half smoke. So it's a dog that's made of half pork, half beef, and then grilled and served on a soft bun with their signature chili, which is more of like a thick meat sauce, onions, and mustard. It really is an experience in and of itself, and they've got that balance up and down the dog just right. It really is hard to explain what makes it so great. It's just a nice mix of spice and onions, and yeah.
I just like the idea of having a little meat with your meat.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with extra meat on your meat.
Oh.
Detroit's actually known for a very similar hot dog to that, the Coney, which is also it. But instead of like the half smoke, they use a very smaller hot dog, the Nathan's hot dog with chili mustard and Spanish onions. That's the Coney dog in Detroit. We talked the Chicago dog last week, but I couldn't do this list without shouting it out one more time, which is the poppy seed bun, tomatoes, pickle spear, mustard, and that radioactive relish made from the same stuff that you'll find in glow sticks at raves, topped with a dash of celery salt. And there's a couple more that I'll bring to your attention, including the slaw dog from the Carolinas, which is exactly as advertised. It's a hot dog topped with a heaping pile of coleslaw, and that's it. Over in California, they do the Sonoran Dog, which is a bacon-wrapped hot dog topped with pinto beans, tomatoes, onions, mayo, cheese, and salsa. California being very close to the Mexican border, so you can feel a little bit of the Spanish influence in there.
I would eat that, I think, yeah.
And then finally, there's a relatively new one gaining some fame, which is the Seattle Dog, where they'll put a smear of cream cheese in there, along with some grilled onions and jalapenos.
Cream cheese? No.
Not my jam. I'm with you.
No.
But you know, the hot dog is so versatile, and I think that's why I love them so much. You know, you can steam them, boil them, grill them, fry them, top them tens of thousands of ways, and there's literally a hot dog for everyone.
Yeah, and what I love is as you just described. I had no idea that regionally there were that many differences in hot dogs. Amazing what we find out when you join us. Chris Father Gil Brown has all kinds of great stuff like this on his YouTube channel. Please give it a subscribe, which means you get the latest content on your phone the minute he uploads it. It's youtube.com/that'srank.